Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Many of you have been anticipating the 700CL-X Sport tune to be brought to you, brought to the market by Team MSC, especially after you saw the 700CL-X Heritage or Classic. I know different countries call it different things, but the Classic, if you will, that tune was absolutely amazing for that particular motorcycle. And we're here again on the dyno. We've spent a lot of time on the dyno with this Sport, and we're actually bringing the tune to you a couple of days after what we originally thought, but we wanted this tune to be absolutely perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you the MSC Tune run on the dyno, let you see this thing in action. Then we're going to talk about some graphs, show you what kind of horsepower it made stock. And also, we noticed some pretty cool things, some differences between the stock CL-X, the Heritage, versus the CL-X Sport. So we'll talk about that in just a moment. But first, I know many of you want to see this thing ripping on the dyno. We'll see what kind of power we can make. So Dave's going to crank her up, warm her up, get the dyno warmed up, and we will make some passes. So let's do it. That is a ripper, son. Wow. All right, we're going to show you all the results. Absolute beast, man. Dave has the stock run and the tune run right up here on the graph. And Dave, tell us what we got, man. What were we able to make, and tell us all about just the great benefits of the MSC Tune that you were able to bring us.
So we had 64 on our base run horsepower, 42 foot-pounds of torque on our base run. After the tune, we had 68 horsepower and 45 horsepower, but there's lots of gains throughout the whole mount. From start to finish, we was able to extend the rev limiter and pull out further. There's great benefits from this. A lot of, like I said before on other videos, there's lots of people that think that you can't use it because it's already fallen off, but me and Blake actually did through the RPM run and kind of a quick show of why this is such a benefit from somebody racing their buddy. When your buddy stops right here and falls off or hits the rev limiter and he drops all the way back here to 7,000 RPM, he's got to pull all the way back through this before he can get back on his power. When we're pulling across, we're not going to shift until we hit 10 grand. Now, I pulled this thing on out past 10 grand and seen no benefit of going any further, because when we shift right here at 10, we fall right back at 8,000 RPM and pull right back through our power. And it's going to be way faster on drag strip, racing your buddies, red light to red light, where everybody has the big fun. Me and Blake was going through the CL-X Classic Heritage, whatever you want to call it, and kind of thought that was pretty neat. So when I first started tuning, this is the base run that we did on last video for the Heritage or the Classic. This is the base run for this CL-X Sport.
Wow.
And it's crazy, the difference between those two. This Sport already had 64. The base run on the Classic was 61. This one had 42. Base run on the Classic was 39. So there's some pretty good differences in the Sport versus the Classic. Just kind of neat. You know, there's lots of things that cause that. Different weights, different tire, anything can make those differences.
Dave also are going to get together and show you exactly how to remove your ECU. But you just got to lift the tank. I really don't have time. We done got to the end of the day right now. But you're going to simply lift the tank and the ECU. I don't know if I can get my camera to zoom in right here, but it's located just under here. Dave, you got a light? Dave's going to show us there. Yeah, it's right there, so I was pointing at it. So it's right under there, and you just simply have to lift the tank just a little bit, and you can unbolt it, unplug it, get it out, and ship it once you make your purchase at teammsc.com. But man, yeah, over 4 horsepower gain, and even more than that through the mid-range, more torque. It's smoother power delivery all through the gears. Just an absolutely awesome tried and true tune. So go to teammsc.com, get your order in today. You won't regret it, guys. We got more coming for the whole CFMOTO street bike lineup. But if you own a 700CL-X Sport, you got to have this tune. So hope you enjoyed it, guys. God bless you. As always, remember to keep it real. We'll see you in the next one.